Presented by Sprite, the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you to 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they've won 8 of their last 10, looking really strong. They've got to be pleased. I'd like your perspective on this, Shaq, as a 3-time Laker champion. Does the NBA need an elite Laker franchise?
Yes, they're a huge franchise with history and market presence. And, Ernie, the league is at its best when they are successful.
When you think back, what was it like playing in front of that kind of a crowd in Los Angeles, night in, night out?
I love doing for them what my favorite people in that.
The Marine Corps War Memorial in the foreground. No shortage of magnificent structures here in Washington, D.C. It's the home of the Wizards here in Washington, D.C. as we bring you an interconference match here at the Verizon Center. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan in the booth, as always, with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Today's game marks the continuation of the Lakers' road schedule. Well, it's been an improvement this year over last season. They made a lot of adjustments, and happy to see that they translate into some tangible results.
Well, I think for Los Angeles, with the way they started the season, they'd have you thinking they were one of the favorites coming in instead of the exact opposite.
Yeah, Clark, I mean, there were a lot of teams getting a ton of attention in the preseason, and let's just say they were not one of them.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Ricky Rubio is out there with Bryant, and it's Durant, then there's Embiid, and it's Millsap in at the power forward. Wall, that's good.
And they'd love to have a few more easy baskets like that to kind of set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, the Wizards signed John Wall to that max contract extension last season, and he rewarded them. Made his first All-Star game appearance and led the team back to the playoffs for the first time in 6 seasons.
And he gets it to go.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Embiid, no good.
Well, with only one attempt so far falling, this is not looking good. 1 for 4 so far.
The shot by Pierce will not go. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to Detroit.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really looked tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
Well, the Lakers were coming into the season with only about $11 million in salary committed, a chance to attract 2 max free agents, but then they gave Kobe Bryant that 2-year, $50 million extension. So that seems to possibly postpone the rebuild that the Lakers have by maybe 2 more years.
Oh, ridiculous. Tore it down that time.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Randy Whitman. Doris, what did he have to say?
We talked about the challenges posed by a player like Ricky Rubio, such a tremendous passer and floor general. Coach said, we know he can make plays, but making shots is where he's been less effective. We need to focus on staying home and forcing him to beat us with his scoring. Guys, we'll see if they can limit his highlight reel dimes. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris.
You know, he doesn't fit into that kind of classic power forward mold, but he has that tremendous athleticism.
Wall with it, guarded now by Rubio. It's Wall with the drive. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Embiid.
John Wall is becoming very efficient running the pick and roll. He's got a nice pull-up from the right elbow if the defender decides to sag off or go under the screen, and if they play up on him, he can blow right by him. So because of his finishing ability, that's a tough cover.
And Wall has some good big men to work with running that pick and roll. Nene, very mobile. Steve, a great finisher.
Yeah, and of course, Marcin Gortat spent a couple of years running the pick and roll with Steve Nash in Phoenix. So, you know, he's had some pointers for Wall, too. All in all, you love to see the chemistry that has developed between all those players.
Into Nene. Shoots from 12. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Nene's got his second bucket of the night.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Here's Millsap. Washington with the rebound. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Washington leading now by 3. Here's Wall, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
That's a tough shot for anyone. Those runners need a soft touch.
LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's 6 points for Kevin Durant.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
It's Wall with the drop. And the layup's good off the glass.
It seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Takes it from 10. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
And the shot's good from Nene.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And it's not necessarily strategic, Mark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
yes,
you?
Sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
The Wizards with the lead. Now here's Beal. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers. 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Gortat's checked in for Kevin Serafin. Humphries comes in for Nene. Martell Webster, he's checked in for Paul Pierce. And Andre Miller has subbed in for Beal.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Here's Tyler. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Wall, that's good.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Ross, that's good.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
All with it, Tyler on him. And it's Miller penetrating. And Henson sends it back. Humphries, no good.
I'll tell you what, if there's success on the boards in this first quarter is any indication, it's going to be a good day.
And rebounds usually are a good indicator.
Here's Webster. Dishes at the wall. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. The Lakers in the lead. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Gortat with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. And so it's Washington with it. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Well, last year they won both meetings in the season series, and it wasn't a surprise. I mean, this is the better team.
Floats one, and Wall lays it in. Wall's got 16.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Wizards out front. They're up by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
NBA season is in full swing. Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors take on LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central. Don't miss it.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Wizards?
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Washington, Beal and Webster out on the perimeter. Blair is out there with Gortat, and it's Miller in at the 1 spot.
Terrence Ross, I think, has a chance to be an elite 3-and-D player at the NBA level. His three-point shooting and defense for the uninitiated. Tremendous athleticism and a beautiful stroke make him an entertaining player to watch.
As he is, a pretty efficient scorer. Rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they chase down that pumpkin often.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Here's Ross. Basket good off the assist from Durant. Ross has got the lead up to 2 now for the Lakers.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant, the league MVP last season, and that was certainly a goal of his. He said he wanted to be the greatest player in the world, that he'd do everything in his power to achieve exactly that. Now all that remains is winning a title. He knows that's an elite fraternity, the players who've won titles and league MVP. Can he do it, Kevin?
And he knows it takes a team to win it all. Doris, thanks. That free throw good from Miller. And for Durant, he said, Clark, he wants to crack that 50 greatest list when it's all said and done.
Kevin Durant has already done that in my mind, but he has a chance to be in that top 10 conversation if he maintains his level of play and consistency. Championships are important, and he knows that, but he's on that list already.
It's high praise. That's good.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by, tipped away, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Cannot hit.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Here's Beal. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Beal's got 4 this quarter.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And it's Durant missing.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Beal can't get it to go.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
And you get a chance to look here at some of the numbers for Paul Pierce. He has been filling up the stat sheet for the last month. He's averaging 19 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. I'll tell you what, he's been scary good over that run of games, just taking his usual brand of stellar offense and even building on it.
And, Steve, you know that's not easy to do considering the high level he already plays at on an everyday basis. To move the needle another notch higher is special. Well, when Kobe speaks, people listen. That was the case last year when he revealed his all-time starting 5, and he did not place himself in the lineup. Interesting.
Look at who Kobe did put in there. Magic and Jordan, you know, the guards. Bird at the 3 with Russell and Kareem down low. Not really a lot you could argue with about that particular group, Steve.
No, it's one of the things I love about Kobe. He's got a great reference in a historical perspective of the NBA, and it shows, Kevin, how much he reveres that era.
Shots good by Durant. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
Nene kicks to Miller. And Nene gets it to go on the assist from Miller. Nene's got it all tied up now for Washington. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball, just having their way down low.
John Wall's checked in for the Wizards. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Lakers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And I like their aggressiveness, too, tonight, because they're getting penetration, and that's allowing them to get some easy hoops.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's Millsap. And again, the Lakers no good.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not. You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Chris Humphries has checked in for Kevin Serafin. And then for the Lakers, Jeremy Tyler comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Budinger in for Kevin Durant. Washington leading now by 3. For 3, Pierce. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 6 assists in the game.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
And that one's good by Kobe.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
And Wall. Here we go now. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Oh, he's clearly feeling it coming off that fantastic game last time out.
Lakers trail by 5. Here's Bryant. Blocked. And here is Beal. An 11-point game for him in the win against Miami.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
The Wizards have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts.
Wizards forced their way into the playoffs last year, but they've been a lot better at home as they left a lot of wins on the table last season.
59 seconds left in the first half. Here's the 3. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Budinger.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
And Wall. Here we go now. And that one's good. Wall's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second. As good as the Wizards season was last year, they still had trouble with teams from the West. In fact, only 11 wins in 30 games for them last season.
A lot of teams out in the East struggle with the West, but it's an area where, Clark, the elite East teams perform better than 11 wins.
Yeah, and if Washington wants to take that next step of getting to be a top 3 team in the East, they've got to be a lot tougher against the West. And something around the 500 mark in terms of wins would get them there.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Gortat's checked in for Nene, and it's Webster in for Pierce. Here is Wall. 29 seconds left to play in the first half. Off target at the rim. And here's the fast break. And Budinger gets it to go. Budinger's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Wall passes to Gortat. Wall wide open. And Washington again with the bucket.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Here's Budinger, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
Got to make a defensive adjustment here because he's just destroying them from 3-point range.
Well, even when they've closed out on him, Steve, he's knocking them down.
And the first half ends in a close one. Wizards lead by 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
All right, Kevin, thank you. I'm here with John Wall. And, John, when you're hitting your jumpers early and force that defense to guard you, how much easier does that make it to attack the basket or find your teammates with a pass?
Oh, man, you see it, man. The lane is open. I'm finding my teammates, and they just get those guys open. And that's one thing I said I want to work on since I've been here. I don't want to just be a myself player. I want to be a team player. And they're doing a great job of setting screens, getting me open. And I got to just keep finding and making shots.
John, thank you. Kevin, he seamlessly navigates those seams.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
And all of a sudden tonight, he's become their big assist man. I mean, his passing was the key to their offense in that first half. Not something you always see.
And that's not a role he usually plays, and one I'm not sure he's comfortable in, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and to his credit, he's done it.
And on the floor for Byron Scott as we get into the second half. Durant is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And there's Bryant, and it's Embiid in at the 5.
And they missed the first 3 shots of the third quarter. Nice job again that time to add to their lead. I'll tell you what, they're doing everything right at this moment.
They're playing steadily in all aspects of the game, Steve. You're exactly right. Nene, a 6'11 Brazilian big man, strong and quick-footed with a nice touch. He's a quality two-way player. And for him, as it is the case with a lot of players, it's about health. Over the course of his 12-year career, he's missed almost a third of available games due to injury.
And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Nene's got the lead up to 7 now for the Wizards. Lakers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And he gets it to go.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, what a busy summer the Washington Wizards had. They brought in a lot of veterans, DeJuan Blair, Chris Humphries, and Paul Pierce. They're hoping that influx of experience will enable them to take the next step in the wide-open Eastern Conference. They've added some real depth in their front court, Kevin.
DC fans have to be excited. Thank you, Doris.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two teams.
Defensively, the intensity just hasn't been there. They've got to pick up the pace.
Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this lead.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Wall dishes to Nene. Rebound by Kobe.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
And the basket by Rubio.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
Kevin Durant. Assist from
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Wizards have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Well, we all know the Lakers in transition. Ownership passed down to the next generation in early 2013. And for the first time in L.A., Clark, a bit of uncertainty in that leadership situation.
Yep, a few cracks starting to show their partner, Laker great Magic Johnson, airing his concerns with some of the decision-making. Disharmony, not quite sure of who's going to run things, some injuries as well. Just a lot didn't go the way the Lakers had hoped or wanted it to.
Lakers working the ball around now. Millsap kicks to Bryant. Millsap passes to Shved. For 3, Durant. Rebound, Washington. Blair's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Miller penetrating. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And it's a 6-point Washington lead.
Then when you look at the Lakers, they say that second-generation businesses have a high failure rate. Only time will tell if they can continue the remarkable winning streak this team has enjoyed through the years.
Passes it to Blair. Left side, Wall.
Oh, how about that basketball, man? Beautiful. Wow.
Well, now's the time to push it. Really try to extend this lead. And that's exactly what they're trying to do.
You know, a lot of times it's hard in the third quarter to make this kind of a push, but it's paying off.
Outside for Durant. Knocks down the 3 ball. Durant's got 18 points.
Second three-pointer of the half, 4th overall. So he's having a nice game from outside.
And, you know, for the Lakers with the harder cap, they can't outspend like they used to. With the internet, players like Durant don't need to be in a big market to get exposure like it was in days past. So the Lakers will need to outsmart other teams to continue their success.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Gortat has come in for Kevin Serafin, and it's Webster in for Pierce. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Tyler, he's checked in for O'Brien. John Henson comes in for Paul Millsap. Ross is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kobe. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Randy Whitman had some words for his team over the break. Their transition offense has to be a focal point, he told them. Points on the break are going to be crucial for the rest of this game. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris. And Washington making a change here. Humphries checked in.
Andre Miller with 15 seasons under his belt. He says he thinks he could play until he's 40. And I'll tell you, with his style of play, it doesn't seem like a stretch. He's low to the ground. He plays with a craftiness that really doesn't require a ton of speed.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Wall's got 33 points. Lakers trail by 10, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Let's check out how the Lakers stacked up, Kevin, over the last month in the NBA statistics. First in field goal percentage, second in three-point field goal percentage, and they're ranked third in team blocks, getting after it defensively in the paint.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
The Lakers making a switch here. Buddinger's checked in. Gortat with the screen for Wall. Good on the three-point shot. Wall's got 10 points here in the second half.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Budinger, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the three as well as they can take the three.
Miller against Ross. Miller kicks to Webster. It's Wall with the drive. Makes it off the glass. Wall's got 38 points.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
The pass to Dellavedova. He feeds it to Budinger. Lets it go with a three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova.
He's made his impact by way of the three-point shot today, and that's another big one there.
Tell you what, with a few more of them, we've got a real...
And that's it for the third. Lakers trail by 9. Webster and Nene, they're the forwards. Miller is out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Gortat in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Embiid with the steal. From past the arc. And another three for the Lakers.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, you got to get some bodies out there defensively, though. I mean, if things are way too easy out beyond the three-point arc.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Rubio. That's good.
2 points. Ricky Rubio.
Washington's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Miller outside, takes the 13-footer. Here's Nene.
Really an extraordinary game for Nene. 12 points and a block.
Boy, he's been so good both offensively and defensively, Clark. I'm not sure which way he's been better.
I don't think he's missed a beat at either end.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Wizards.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Washington. Pierce comes in for Martell Webster. Poked loose, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Bryant gets a wide open look. Here's Embiid. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
Been a couple of whirlwind years for Joel Embiid. Coming from Cameroon, had to learn a new culture, new cuisine, how to drive a car. Now he's a top pick, making millions of dollars a year. That's enough to make anybody's head spin. A lot to adjust to. But with his fluidity and the natural gift he seems to have for the game, I get the feeling this young man is going to be just fine.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
Washington trailing. And Embiid with a stress fracture in his back in March, a stress fracture in his foot in June. But those kinds of injuries raise long-term concerns, especially when you're talking about a 7-footer with a very limited basketball resume.
Well, there's no denying that, Kevin. I mean, clearly, if you're a general manager, then you're thinking about what are the prospects of this big, talented, highly gifted player going forward, and only time will tell if this is just an aberration or it's something that's going to be chronic.
Soft touch off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 1.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Expanding his range. Beal pulls it in. Beal's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Los Angeles has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Kobe can't hit. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. And he recovers it. The dish to Beal. Out to the right wing. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Now that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. He was highly animated when he was talking to them, telling them this is going to be a huge win for us. When we close this out, it will go a long way towards showing the rest of the league what we're capable of.
Lakers trail by 3. Inside, here's Embiid. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bryant got his 4th assist in this one.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
Yeah, and that's their goal down the stretch. Continue to find those close-range shots.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. You know, it's apparent there what a leader he is, always communicating it and keeping everyone on the floor in sync.
Yeah, regardless of whether he's having an off night or not. And that's what makes him such a great leader, just always trying to help his team any way he can.
And here's something else I love about him, guys. If one of his teammates is on the fringes of the game, maybe not as involved as he should be, then he takes it upon himself to get him involved.
And here's Kobe for 3. Again, the miss by Bryant.
Well, they've had the advantage in rebounding all night, but none bigger than the one right there.
The shot by Pierce will not go. Lakers trail by 3. Millsap has the open look. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Wow, this 4th quarter has just been tremendous for them from deep.
Yeah, they're locked in and putting up a ton of points from outside.
Wizards making a switch here. Ball's checked in to the middle. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 9 assists now tonight. Bryant drives in. Can't hit. And
Not been his best. The defense maybe
to go. For Los Angeles, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Millsap playing well. 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. So he comes up empty at the line. For Washington, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Kobe kicks to Millsap. Oh, that's blocked. It's Beal on the wing, covered by Rubio. Wall dishes to Beal. Wizards passing it around. Here's Nene, sinks it on the run. And the Wizards lead by 4.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint. You can just see his confidence rising every time he knocks one down beyond the arc.
Wall attacking. Oh, hammer! And he'll go to the line.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
For 3, Durant nails it. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
He's been on a tear from the three-point line this game.
Wizards have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 20.
John Wall is on fire best.
And for the Lakers, their shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
Ooh, he's playing hard, but you got to play smart, too. Get there too late, and that's a big whistle.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
Yeah, they need this one to go their way, Kevin.
Good.
Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big moment in this game.
Now Rubio goes up on the wing, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Boy, they almost tied it up with that shot.
Boy, they're this close here in the fourth quarter. Scrapping back into it.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line. That was a critical trip to the stripe. They have a 2-possession lead now.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For 3, Durant. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
He's such a clutch shooter, Kevin. He just lives for the big shot.
And now they foul and stop the clock. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And the free throws make things a lot more simple for them. Now you just have to guard against the three-pointer.
The long 3, right between the eyes. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
8 seconds left in the fourth.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
They can't seem to do anything to slow him down.
Yeah, this is a scoring clinic. I mean, he's got it going on.
Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. We'll be back shortly, live from the Verizon Center. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. It'll be the Wizards off the tip, and no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for the Lakers right now, we've got Durant, Feed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Feeds the wall. And Washington again with the bucket.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Ross. Washington's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points on a deep ball for them tonight. Now the feed to Pierce. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. And that's 17 points for Paul Pierce. Lakers trail by 5. Embiid kicks to Rubio, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Well, let's forgive him for that turnover. It's the only one he's committed today.
Pass to Beal. Back to Wall. Now, as we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. Shot clock at 6. Again, the Wizards score.
They built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
Durant for 3, and another 3 for the Lakers.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
And Wall kicks to Nene. And too long on the shot.
Well, I think sort of just playing this one out now as they get the last rebound. They really haven't had much success today controlling the missed shot.
And Durant gets it to go. What a difference in this crowd right now, Clark.
Yeah, they're breathless, nervous, and quiet.
Yep. Wow. It is quiet time, Clark. You got that right. That was a huge shot.
Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul. Beal gets a wide open look. Off target with his 3. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 on their field goal attempts since the beginning of overtime. Millsap connects. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
His shooting has been good, but overall, I think his output has been somewhat limited. The defense really keeping him from getting the number of shots he'd like. Easy baskets. That's exactly what they need.
Lakers have gone a stellar 4 of 5 from the floor since the start of overtime. Durant nails it.
You know, his performance has been so important to this team. He's as dependable as ever, guys.
The game has come down to this.
Ginormous possession here.
What intensity. The Lakers have gone 5 of 6 from the field here in overtime. So far, they are rolling. Here's Millsap. Money! Washington calls timeout. They trail by 2. 26 seconds left in the first overtime. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Nene kicks to Wall. Pass to Beal.
Defensive foul. That's his second personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Incredible composure at the line to tie it up and give them a chance to get it to overtime.
So it's the Lakers now. Durant for 3. Off target from downtown. Here's Wall. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. Another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Overtime just ahead. Jump ball right around the corner. So it's the Wizards now. And Beal kicks to Seraphin. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
It's Wall with the drop. Outside for Beal. That one on Embiid.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 3. Durant, that's good. All with it. And it's Beal in the corner. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. 19 points here for Beal.
A bounce-back three, and they are back in the lead, guys.
You can feel the nervousness starting to creep in with this crowd, but now they're just fired up. What a ball game down the stretch.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Los Angeles making a switch here. Lions checked in.
Well, how about John Wall in this one? It's in a dozen assists. He's been hot from downtown to go along with those great assist numbers.
Well, when you can pass the ball and shoot it, now you really have the defense on a string.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Wall up top, covered by Rubio. Nene into the lane, and that one's good. Nene's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just putting on a passing display out there.
Well, just add another fantastic assist to the highlight reel for this guy.
Durant for 3. Kept alive. Dives for it, and so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Here's Rubio. And again, the Lakers no good. Wizards leading by 7. Outside, Wall. And he gets it to go. Wall's got 58.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number 1, they're ahead.
For 3, Durant, and that one's good.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that 3.
Washington's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Yes! And the foul. Embiid. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Jeremy Tyler, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here is Rubio. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Nene.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
Beal, the pass to Wall. Hit from the high post. Wall's got 60.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
Durant, no good. And here comes Beal.
It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
Wall, that's good.
Terrific job taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Steve, I thought those fans, those home fans, gave this team a big lift all game. A lot of positive energy in the building.
Good.
This definitely wasn't the way they envisioned overtime working out.
And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Still Wizards ball. 19 seconds.
It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Clark, a double overtime game can really take its toll on the players. And after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
Yeah, exactly. But I tell you what, they showed me the heart of a champion here in this one.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Paul, congratulations on this win, and you continue to deliver.